Welcome to First Word, striving to make God's Word your first priority today. In this special edition of First Word, I'm sharing with you some great principles that Dr. Kevin Bauder has graciously allowed me to share with you from his essay entitled, Let Me Tell You How to Vote. In the last installment, we shared that we are not here to tell you how to vote, who to vote for, but we're here to tell you how to vote. We already discussed integrity and right to life. Today we begin with rule of law. The clear teaching of the Bible is that law binds civil authorities. Any law that contradicts God's law is, of course, unjust. More than that, rulers are bound by the law of the land that they must rule. In the United States, the Constitution is the highest law of the land. But a constitution that can mean anything that a few justices want it to mean is exactly the same as no constitution at all. Christians should support candidates who will read the Constitution for what it says, not for what they think it should say. Most of all, Christians should support candidates who will only appoint or confirm judges who will abide by the meaning of the Constitution itself. The second area is restraint from evil. One of the most important functions of government is to restrain evil. Romans 13, verses 3 through 4. Externally, this means that the government must both maintain a strong defense against national enemies and control the country's borders against intrusion. Internally, it means that government must enforce retributive justice against criminals. Our third area is respect for property. The right to private property is protected by God Himself in Exodus 20, verse 15. Few rights are more fundamental than this one. There is nothing immoral about wealth, though the rich often display immoral attitudes and practices. Governments behave immorally when they disintegrate the accumulation of wealth through progressive taxes on income, estates, and capital. Christians should support candidates who resist the pressure to make the government an expression of evil and an agent of economic redistribution. Our final area today is the recovery of moral responsibility. God makes able-bodied people responsible for their own welfare. 2 Thessalonians 3:10. He has ordained the institution of work, and He expects mature people of every station to earn their living. In the case of those who are overcome by circumstances beyond their control, God has ordained institutions such as family, including extended family, and church, a second family for believers, as agencies of support. Such institutions can both provide help and hold individuals accountable. The tendency to cast government and the role of provider inevitably uncouples assistance from accountability and consequently is deeply immoral. It is especially dangerous when the government's activities supersede the role of the family and negates its responsibility. Thank you for joining us at First Word. Join us for the next installment that will conclude this topic.